Hola, me llamo David. Hace 3 semanas completé 800 horas de input comprensible. Estoy contento con mi progreso mientras sigo en este largo viaje. Escucho unos 80 minutos de español todos los días, cambiando a inglés. My listening and discerning sounds continues to improve. I can now hear the a in voy a nadar and other verbs of motion, whereas before I couldn't pick up the a sound. I have been watching some videos in Spanish with the subtitles turned on, so I can pick up how certain words are spelled, such as Astoria and Hogar. It is still hard for me to determine whether some words start with a vowel or a silent consonant. But I know once I start reading more, I'll pick this up in no time. When I watch videos that I have listened to before, I continue to pick up new words that I had missed previously. I believe this is a good sign of my improving my hearing. There has been no language emergence yet, although I've had some dreams partly in Spanish, and I've woken up with Spanish phrases in my head. I have read that in the ALG method of comprehensible input, there is a long period of emergence for speaking. The language emerges slowly at first, and then over a long period of time, the floodgates open and the language comes freely. I am waiting to speak until the words start emerging by themselves. I have received a number of comments suggesting I start speaking now, but I want to have a good Spanish accent, so I'm going to wait until the words start emerging on their own. I've been reading about the din in the head. This is when your subconscious mind is having a party down in the basement, and you can hear the noise upstairs, but you still don't understand all the words or the meaning. This is an experience that the subconscious is starting to work things out on its own at a deeper level. Sometimes I think I can hear this din inside my head. I am starting to recognize what phrases sound correct and what phrases sound incorrect, even though I don't understand why. Pablo mentions that this has happened to him as well. I've started doing some reading in Spanish. About 10 hours out of the last 100 were reading. One of the books that I'm reading is Short Stories in Spanish by Ollie Richards. I've also been reading a document which I found online called Spanish Short Stories for Beginners. I'll put a link to the title below. I've also been asking ChatGPT to create 500-word stories in Spanish at the A1 level. Then I'll read the stories that it creates and try and understand what I'm reading. I am recognizing the different sounds of the double L and YO used by Spanish speakers in different countries. So they'll sound either like yo, Joe, or show if a person's from Argentina. The Argentina accents really had me confused for a while, but now I'm getting a hang of them. Thank you for all the helpful comments. I appreciate them, and they encourage me on this long journey of learning Spanish. Te veo en 900 horas. Hasta luego. Ciao.